Well guys, welcome back to another episode here of Slime and Slay Outdoors. It is a beautiful sunny, kind of partly cloudy morning here. We got a full day adventure of fishing here today, so hopefully we can get some muskies. We're way up north on some lakes I've only fished very few amount of times. Did some auto charting here last year, and I think I got the lake at least some spots that I know to go to. Got a nice southwest wind today, so that's good. Kind of that summery vibe here. Water temps are in that low 70s right now, so awesome here for mid-June. And wife with the dog, some lunches along. Maybe we'll stop for dinner. We'll see what happens. Maybe do some lake hopping as well. We'll see if we can get on some fish. But gonna probably just be fishing a lot of shorelines or some mid-lake humps with some weeds on it. Maybe look at some rocks if the lake has some. I can't remember all of those spots, but we're just gonna be moving around and trying some baits and seeing what happens. So hopefully we can get a muskie. Stick with us, stay tuned. It is going to be an adventure. Yeah, I was using Colorado.
With that, aquatic hitchhiking.
I use my baits. We're going home when you put.
We're gonna go get some puppy food.
He was in the tree. He was in the tree. Wow. On the Bobbie. Not a big one, but that was super cool. Gotcha, buddy. Woo-hoo-hoo. Oh man, that was so cool. I dug him right out of that tree. Oh man, glad I'm casted back in there. All of a sudden I looked, I'm like, wow, there's a big gap there. And he hammered the Bobbie. Awesome. Let's get him unpinned. All right guys, we scored here. That is awesome. I hope that turned out on footage awesome. I mean, he came just flying out of that tree, and it was just a narrow gap, and not many baits would get through there besides some really shallow running baits because the wood is right up onto the surface. He was laying in there, and actually right before I got up to the spot, I had a bunch of bluegills or something, little bait fish splashing around in there. So, all right, let's hold him up. Not a big fish, but it's a pretty one, that's for sure. Let's hold him up and let him go. I got you, buddy. All right, look at this pretty guy. Oh yeah. Beautiful. Northern Wisconsin muskie right there. Look at the markings on him. Absolutely awesome looking fish. All right, quick little bump. And this is what I thought. 36 and a half. Just thought it was about a 3-footer. Awesome fish. All right, let's let her go. Beautiful. I love the markings on that fish. Hope you get to catch her in a couple years when she's all nice and big and fat. Or it could be just a male too, but she is ready to go. See you later, girl. Beautiful release. Down she goes to the depths. And we all know what that deserves. A big time slime O Stache. Freaking awesome here. I'm gonna put the camera back down and just talk about this. Tackle Industry extra heavy rods. Awesome 7/6 rod, and The Bobbie bait does it again. This is a new color for me this year. Kind of just like a goldie, and in this northern Wisconsin water, that dark gold water, that really shines in there. Man, it is nice to kind of see that bait kind of working around, but that, I know the sun's kind of going down, but we have some major looking like gold flash going on with that sun kind of hitting it and stuff like that. So again, super buoyant bait. That's awesome to get right over top of the wood. One thing I do, I've talked about this in other videos if you've watched the channel up to this point, I take the middle hook out. I know I'm risking it a little bit with the middle hook going out, but a lot of times I'm fishing these things over weeds. In this case, I was actually going along a kind of a shallow dropping shoreline with some little bit of weeds on it, but a lot of wood and stuff like that. And I just wanted to throw like a jerk bait tonight, and I chose the Bobbie, but I take the middle hook out for getting over the top of the cover like that with the weeds. It helps not hooking as many weeds when you got 3 hooks. But again, one thing I do is I upgrade the size hooks. These are, I'm not sure what size these are again. I can get that in the description, but a little bit bigger hooks, and that seems to really help hookups percentage. It seems like either the fish are tail grabbing it, kind of that, I should say actually T-boning it, but when you set the hook, it always hits the back hook, or they're really head hunting it, and you always got that front hook. But and then the other thing is it helps with fish in the net. I fish a lot by myself. You got 3 hooks, you got a lot more thrashing around and can damage fish as well. So just saw some more porpoising, bluegills and stuff right behind me. We're right by the tree yet, so we got some more trees coming up. And it's just after 7 here. We just got out not that long ago, and just had a short little evening here, and hopefully we can get some more action, especially even on a little bit of topwater here on this bright sunny day we had. And so anyways, enough talking, let's get back to fishing. All right, guys, I don't know, I've worked a good 100 yards down the shoreline. I just all of a sudden thought in my head, I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna just talk about how I like to work these Bobbie baits. Obviously you could see it in the video. I might have talked about it in other videos, but again, like to have an extra heavy rod. You can even go double extra heavy if you really like, but extra heavy seems to do a good job for me. Again, 9-inch Bobbie. This is the unweighted. If you have a weighted, you'd have one big weight right in the middle. But these Bobbies are pretty easy once you buy them. Pretty much I just barely bend the tail downward. Hopefully the camera can kind of pick that up. Sometimes you might have to play with the tail depending on how the Bobbie runs, but generally most of the Bobbies that I get, it's pretty easy. Just bend the tail straightly, bend it just slightly down, and that seems to work. And how I like to work it is, again, I just cast it out here, and I don't rip it very hard. Again, most of the time I'm working this over weeds. In this case, it's wood, a little bit of lilies here. There's some weeds just right beyond the lilies, so they're just about almost to the top. Camera probably can't see it. And a lot of times with these Bobbies, if you get them to get tuned right, you can literally get them to dance side to side. Basically, they'll be coming in like this, and you kind of rise it and they kind of kick one way, and the next way they're kind of coming the other way. So it's really fun. You kind of get the bait to turn completely sideways, and it always seems like when you pause, them fish come up and they just seem to be hammering it. I mean, it's not generally a light strike where it's like, oh, I got something. I mean, these fish are very aggressive when it seems to come at them. And yeah, it just some nice light taps. It seems to be, I mean, if you're working maybe deeper cover and you had these unweighted ones, you could pull like this. I mean, really rip it down, and it's more of just a kind of a straight, and it kind of has got a little bit of side to side roll to it like a glider does. But I generally don't do that unless I'm really working break lines really steep. But or the fish seem to be a little bit more neutral, trying to really get some type of aggressive. But this side to side nice and light taps, basically, it seems like that back and forth action has always been the best for me. So again, you don't need to overwork this kind of bait, especially with the extra heavy rod. It seems like the bait does its job for you, and just that nice slow back and forth seems to always get the triggers for me. So anyways, yeah, this color seems to be freaking awesome in here. This nice goldy, I don't know, kind of a gold walleye kind of type color in this dark tannic water. It really seems to be shining. So anyways, yeah, hopefully me rambling like that gave you a little bit of insight of how I like to work the Bobbie. Just nice and short taps, and always that pause. It just seems like that slight tap before you go to the next one, right when it's starting to rise. That's that has been the money, and those strikes like that, what I just had, are sometimes unforgettable because of how hard they attack the lure. So all right, well, good, another about 45 minutes, and I'll be probably rocking some top water because I can't stand it when it comes prime time, rocking some top water. So hopefully we can get another one before the end of the evening. Well guys, that is going to wrap it up here. What a day, what a day. Beginning of this video, you'll see an intro. I was up north with my wife today, and we grinded for a good probably eight-ish hours and had one lazy foul, and that was it. And then came back kind of a little bit more toward home here, toward dark, and we got out for the last 3 hours and we put one in the bag. Unfortunately, we didn't get any other action here tonight. Thought it'd be good. We got kind of started to overcast. Tomorrow is supposed to be really hot and humid. This whole weekend is going to be hot and humid, and yeah, I don't know. We got some storms rolling in tonight. Thought it'd been good. A little bit better action here tonight, but we'll take it, especially after an all-day grind. Got a lot of sun. Thought it was going to be a overcasty kind of day today, and it seemed like it was just bright sun. But Bob got it done for us, and always comes through when it gets tough out. It seems like Bob always gets the job done. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Give it a like, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next adventure.